Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Train accidents happen by human error. Examples like the weather. That includes fog. Fog can easily cover a yellow signal, which that wreck happened 18 years ago today. This is the story of the 2004 Zephyrhills, Florida train collision. On November 29, 2004, a CSX manifest train Q441-28 departed Waycross, Georgia to its final destination, Tampa, Florida. The train consisted of two engines. The leader was CSX ST70M number 4695 and XEMDX ST70M, and behind it was CSX C40-AW number 7803 and pulling 137 cars.
Meanwhile, a CSX Stone train, K916-28, was bound for Wildwood, Florida. The train consisted of two engines. The lead unit was CSX ST40-2 8801, and behind it was CSX ST70 Mac 4810, and it was pulling 60 cars loaded with stone. Both trains are face-to-face on the same track. However, there is a way for them to pass. According to the instructions, K916 had to stop in a siding to allow K441 to pass it. After Q441 passed K916, the stone train will clear the siding and proceed to its final destination. CSX K916 was approaching a yellow signal, telling the train to slow down, but the train didn't slow down and continued to speed up. After passing multiple yellow signals, they approached a red signal at the end of the siding. To make matters worse, K916 saw Q441's lights. Both trains put their emergency brakes on, hoping it would come to a halt, but it was too late to stop.
The two CSX trains collided at 2:11 a.m. The force of the collision caused the two locomotives on Q441 to derail, and two locomotives from the stone train stayed on the tracks while both suffered damage. 15 cars derailed. 14 cars derailed from the manifest, while one from the stone train. Both engines at the front suffered damage at the front and back. CSX 4810 suffered cab damage when one stone car collided into it. CSX 7803 suffered severe damage when the car started to pile up on it. Some residents heard the crash and called 911. First responders arrived at the scene. When they arrived, they discovered a fire, two tanker cars, and one locomotive started leaking. 23,000 gallons of liquid and diesel fuel were leaking from the locomotive and two tanker cars. Luckily, none of the tanker cars were life-threatening. Sadly, C.J. Jones, who was on the stone train, was killed right after the two trains collided. He bailed out, but a boxcar killed him instantly, while the three crew members suffered injuries. The damage was estimated to be $3 million, or $4.7 million in today's money. What caused this wreck to happen? An investigation was soon launched by the National Transportation Safety Board. The problem of the collision was caused by human error. So, who caused this collision? It was CSX K916. The fog covered a yellow signal. K916 failed to notice a yellow signal, which should have shown the train to slow down. Pretty much, the fog helped to cover the yellow approach signal, which more likely led to this collision.
In the end, CSX 7803 was damaged beyond repair and scrapped, while the other three locomotives were repaired and returned to service. CSX 8801 would later retire from the railroad, and its current whereabouts are unknown. CSX 4695 continued to work with CSX for 14 years until 2018. It was sold to Progress Rail, and it was last spotted in January of 2021. CSX 4810 is still in service as of today.
It's been 18 years since this collision. Hopefully this wreck never happens again.